Katie, just talk about how much excitement was into this game in preparation and then the moment of scoring the goal.
I think everyone's been antsy for the past 2 weeks. We've been waiting to finally play, and we've enjoyed some nice weather during training, and then we had today. So we felt like we had a lot of things going against us, but we were very excited to rise to the challenge as the underdogs, and we're shocked and so happy to be going to San Diego.
Excellent. Media members, if you could please click the raise hand icon and we'll get to you. We'll first start with media member in the room, Taylor from the Equalizer.
Right, yes. Thanks for chatting. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
If you kind of talk through your goal a little bit, kind of what you saw there, it was quite a big sideline.
Yeah, I'm still shocked. If anyone saw my face afterwards, I was just wow. It was surreal. It was very exciting. I think I'm still dreaming. I don't know. I feel like I got the ball and I heard Christy say pass, and I was like, okay, I really have to keep it on frame now. And Juan always yells at us to keep it on the floor, so I thought let's do the exact opposite and hope for the best, and it worked out. So here we are.
And then kind of what was that conversation, right, heading into extra time? Like, what was the message to the team?
I mean, I think we felt like we had control of the game, and it was there for the taking if we really wanted it. We saw that we had chances top of the box, and we had several chances to finish and win the game. So I think everyone just said collectively, we're going to keep fighting. And I think you saw that we had such a relentless desire to go forward and fight and defend tooth and nail. So it was very exciting to be a part of that team.
And how did the weather kind of impact? Because it was raining a lot. Like, layers of plastic weren't helping. You guys were out there in just shirts.
Yeah. Luckily, I guess it wasn't cold, so that's the one kicker. Yeah, it was very rainy, very rough conditions, I guess. But I guess end of the day, both teams are playing the same conditions, so it just kind of seemed even that much more exciting, I guess, with the environment here, with their crowd, which was insane. It's just that much more fun. Yeah, that was cool.
All right, let's take some questions online, and then if you have another one, we'll come back around. We'll start with Janet Tonelli, Jonathan Tannenwell, and Jeff Kasuf. Again, if you could please identify your media outlets and raise your hands if you have a question.
Hi, Katie. Jenna Tonelli with Equalizer. Obviously you came into this team on a loan, saw something special here, made that loan, sign on full time, and now here you are headed to the NWSL Championship. What did you kind of see at that time when you decided to turn your loan into staying full time that made you think this team was special, and how do you feel today? Seeing where you are now.
I think when I was here, even temporarily, it felt like more of a home. It felt like everyone was a part of this team family environment, and we were all fighting and had the same idea. We all wanted to play the same style, and everyone bought in. And I think day in and day out at training, it was that same mentality. And I think we're all fighting to make sure Ellie Krieger keeps playing. So I was sold early on, just with the team culture and professionalism on and off the field, and it was great to be a part of, and even better that we get to go to the final now.
Thanks so much, and congrats on the goal and going to the championship.
Thank you.
All right, our next question will go to Jonathan Tannenwell. Jonathan.
Thanks, Krista. Hi, Katie. Jonathan Tannenwell of the Philadelphia Inquirer here. Those of us who've followed your career for a long time, I think it's 5 countries and counting now, know you've seen a lot in this game. Where does this night rank in all of them?
Oh, this is up there. Selfishly, it was exciting to get a goal, and someone told me it was my first playoff goal, so I'll take that one. I think, yeah, I've gotten around to many different countries, been able to play with a lot of different styles, and this is definitely one of those nights that I'll remember, and one of the best I've got to experience in my career.
In following up on that real quick, you talk about all the different playing styles that you played in over the years. How do you describe Juan Carlos's? Because it's one that we've not seen a ton of in this league over time.
I'll say intense. And if you ask, if he's in the room, a very positive manner. He comes with a lot of energy. No, he's a great coach. He wants the best for every single player and make sure everyone's on the same page. He has a very specific training style and playing style he wants every day. And he makes sure he gets the best out of everybody, and wants us all to succeed. So that's nice to have someone in your corner all the time. And he's an incredible coach who I think has taken this league by storm. This team has turned it on its head. So it's very fun to be a part of and work under him.
Thank you, Katie. Our next one will go to Jeff Kassouf. Jeff?
Thanks for taking the time, Katie. Jeff Kassouf with ESPN. Just wondering, when you came in, I mean, the striker role today changed a couple of times. I mean, personnel and role. What was the message? What was Juan Carlos looking for from you in that moment?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of this team. We have depth and we have a lot of players who can play many different roles. We have a lot of good forwards, and I think that's what makes us very dangerous. I think the girls that were in there for 120 plus minutes broke down their defense, created a lot of chances, and we were all just believing that we just needed one big opportunity and make sure we keep it on target. So I was happy to get to play my role and feel a part of this team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question will go to Anthony Merced, followed by Theo Lloyd-Hughes. Anthony.
Hi, Katie. Anthony Merced with Red Bull News Network. I just want to talk to you overall this season, the vibe of the team. The results haven't always been there, but the style of play and the patience to have it work seem to have been there. How much is that a factor in a game like this? Obviously away, the conditions as they are, that kind of patience and positivity has been there for you guys.
I think it shows everyone's commitment to the playing style. I think we want to be a very hard team to break down and make sure that we are very good at our high pressing. I guess me personally as a forward, we focus a lot more on our defensive role than I think I've done on many other teams. And I think it's a credit to Juan and his staff and how he wants us all to buy in and work for each other and make sure we do our job and help our teammates look that much better by doing our defensive responsibilities. And yeah, like you said, we have a lot of patience going forward. And I think on top of the box, we had a lot of chances. Pick them and force things. We were able to find through that patience has paid off all season long.
All right. Our next questions will go to Theo Lloyd-Hughes and Jenna Tonelli. Those will be our last two. Unless you have any final questions, please raise your hands. But Theo, go ahead.
Hi, Katie. No, congratulations. Massive result and a great goal. I wanted to know about that goal. Where do you think, I know it just happened, but where do you think that ranks for kind of the best goal of your career?
I think it's up there. I think it being on my left was a little special, and a goal that I think I've practiced many years, and finally have it come in such a big moment was huge. And I was just very happy to be in the right place at the right time. And
secondly, I think it's really interesting that you arrived on this team midway through, but we've seen a lot of camaraderie, in particular the go bats thing with the ears. How long after you arrived did you learn how to do the go bats ears, and just kind of how good is the camaraderie in this group?
I think if you ask Lynn, I still don't do it well enough. I'm still working on it. She's teaching me, but it's a great group to be a part of. Everyone supports each other, wants the best for each other, and I think you can see that on the field. We get along off the field, and yeah, we are proud to be whatever you want to call it, the bats, the baddies, whatever fun term of the day it is. But I think it shows a lot because this club has invested so much, and it's fun to be a part of the growth of this club, especially from last year. And now it's one that people have to respect because we're in a final.
All right, our last two, Peyton Skeels, and then Jenna, we will wrap up with you. Peyton, go ahead.
Hi, Katie. Peyton Skeels with She Plays Inc. You came in, your first game this season with Gotham was against Portland. You scored a game winner. Now you're going to the championship. Scored game winner against Portland. just seems like a nice story there. But how does that feel to you? How do you feel now looking kind of like at how this game's preparation went, all the excitement around it, around getting another game for Krieger, as you guys keep saying, compared to kind of how you felt coming in for that first game with this team back in July?
That was a nice little story. I didn't know that. Thank you. That's a fun little stat. I think it was nice to be a part of this team and have the opportunity to get to play for this team. And especially at a time when I felt like they were missing a lot of players with World Cup obligations. So I enjoyed jumping in and being a part of this really unique team. And then, especially now that it's more permanent, it's even more fun to feel fully involved and fully part of it and get to build something much bigger. And hopefully it's something we can all look back on, when our careers are long gone, and be proud of such a big season for us.
All right. And last question, Jenna Snelly.
Thanks so much. I just actually wanted to ask you about Jenna Neiswanger, obviously Rookie of the Year finalist. You've been around this league for a long time. Just what has it been like seeing her, watching her play? She was obviously a big part of the first half, some shots on goal, some chances created. Just a little bit about what you've seen from her.
I think she's great. I love messing with Jenna every day at training because she works so hard and has such a good head on her shoulders and just is a converted outside back. But when I first came here, I had no idea. I swore she played the position all along. So we like to joke about that and how she just come in her own and has just done so well this year. And in all of our minds, she's already a winner. And we just are so happy to have her on our team.
All right. And that concludes the portion with Katie Stengel. Next, we will have head coach Juan Carlos Amordos. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.